pudding for you all. I'm going to start you off with a little bit of nonsense verse in hopefully the best traditions of Edward Lear. Obviously, no one get that good, but this one's entitled The Quibbling Quail. Sorry, I can't remember a thing, so I have to do it off this. My father told me of the quibbling quail, who travelled to space on a scabrous snail. They flew close to the moon to pick up speed, to make haste to Mars, where they needed to feed. But on arrival they had such a shock, the food was all scoffed by a rotund rock. It was attempting to return to Earth, but could hardly take off with his gross girth. Alas, cried the quail, no food, what to do? With no food to eat, our plans are askew. We won't reach Saturn and skate on its rings, or surf sweet Io on gossamer wings. And the rock spoke up, his first words to date, I've a place where your stomachs you can sate. He led the quail to an ancient crater, filled with crashed probes and a Martian waiter. 8 tentacles, 3 eyes, and most hairy, but without that pink fur he'd be quite scary. He waved his limbs and purple plates appeared, though the food upon them seemed, well, quite weird. We can't sup on this, cried the quibbling quail. It's an old Mars rover, it's rusty and stale. We need fresh food such as lettuce or grain. From this steel junk we can only abstain. Again the snail spoke in a soft southern drawl. There is one more place, just follow my crawl. And he led the quail to Olympus Mons, where stood a table of bilious bronze. On it lay rocks of all shapes and sizes, food for Martians, the quail surmises. We can't eat this, we're not granite giants. Don't you cater for non-Martian clients? But no one replied, the wind gently blew, so the quail and the snail bid Mars adieu. They plunged past the moon, crashing back to land, and hunted for food, either fresh or canned. The quail spotted grain and gobbled his fill, then lay back to rest on a handy hill. The snail arrived and they gazed at the stars, and far in the darkness was twinkling red Mars. We never saw Saturn, we never skated, and I've heard Io is pretty overrated. The snail upped and yawned, then left for his bed. Tomorrow let's try for Venus, Tomorrow let's try for Venus instead.